Hey folks, I'm Caleb. This is the Gun Buff channel, and next in our series of fire starters and fire making, we are going to take a look at live fire. It is a very unique product. As you can tell, it is in this very thin, very lightweight, compact little tin. It's reusable, it's long lasting, it's lightweight, and the best part is it's got this fibrous material inside. And so all you do is scrape it up with a knife or a stick, and then you can strike it with a ferro rod, a lighter, or matches. They'll all get it going. I like it a lot because you control how big the fire or flame is by how open or closed the tin is, and so therefore you can slide it up and under like your tinder bundle, and you can get marginal or damp wood to go. So that's really a very cool, very nifty thing. We're going to take it outside. It's finally cold here in Kentucky. We're going to take it to the fire pit. We're going to check it out. We're going to see what it's like. I always like to test these things before I go out into the woods, because if my life is going to depend on it, I really do want to go and test it as many times as I possibly can. All right, folks, so let's take a look at live fire under some live conditions. So anyway, one of the things I'm doing is I'm keeping it in a little Ziploc bag, because on the back it does say that it does contain mineral oil, and that can dry out. So to try to preserve it for as long as it can, I'm going to keep it in something that's waterproof and airtight. So anyway, there's that. So it says get a knife and scrape up the microfibers. So there you go. As you can see, it's pretty fibrous. So we'll set that there, and let's see what happens when we hit it with a ferro rod. Wow, that didn't take very long. If I could aim, it would be even quicker. So there you go. Ooh, it didn't last. Let's rough it up again. What do you think? Alright, let's see what happens. Ooh, one shot. Pretty nice. Okay. Alright, pretty easy. As you can see, that gives you a pretty good flame right there. Alright, so blow it out. Now let's see what happens if we want to hit it with a good old-fashioned lighter, right? That's probably everybody's go-to. We will scrape it up like we do before. Oh, just like that. Even faster, even easier. Alright, so it works both with a lighter and with a ferro rod. So now let's see what happens when we want to light some marginal wood up. Oh, she had some trouble in that wind. Alright, but once you get her going, you can just simply put your wood pile right over it, and once your wood is caught, then you can pull it out and store it. Let's give that a couple seconds and see what happens. Looks like it's doing the trick. Had a little trouble getting lit the first time. I guess you really have to scrape it up really well, but other than that, it's fine. So then you can just take it out, snuff it out. It's not too hot. You can still touch it. It's not too bad. And there you go. So not too bad. Probably could make dozens and dozens of fires, if not hundreds of fires with this. I like the fact that it's really lightweight and really small. I thought it would be really, really hot to close, but it wasn't too bad. As long as you, as long as you have something to grab onto, you can just close it. So, all right, live fire. Okay, pros and cons of live fire. So, first and foremost, it's very small, very thin, small form factor, very lightweight, compact. It is a little expensive, which is not a con in this case, because you can literally make dozens, if not hundreds of fires with this. Probably more like hundreds. Because the best part about this product is you literally open up the tin, you can have a big flame, a small flame, you can slide it up under your tinder, whether it's dry or damp. If it's damp, it's still no big deal. You can slide it under there. Because it's metal, it's not going to suck heat down into the soil. It will literally not be affected by laying it on the ground on damp conditions. So I just think that's really worth it, because you can make literally hundreds of fires. So even if it's a little bit more expensive than, say, oh, I don't know, Zip or wet fire, doesn't really matter. Any of those are per unit less expensive than this, but this is hundreds of wet fires, right? Dozens of wet fires. So because of that, because of its reusability, I think that the cost is not a problem. And you know what? This is going to sound really weird, but it doesn't smell bad. You can smell that it has a little bit of some type of, accelerant, probably the mineral oil that you smell in there, but it's not noxious or toxic smelling, which is important, particularly if you're going to cook with it. But I just think it's a really unique concept. I think it can fit almost anywhere in any size fire kit, and it just gives you another tool in the toolbox. So if you haven't already checked these out, it was new to me. I know the internet, nothing's new to the internet, but it was new to me. I encourage you to get out there, try new things, and, test them. Go out back. Even if you go out back, you don't have to go, 80, 100,000 miles away from your house. You can literally just go out back, right? A 2-minute walk from your house, a 1-minute walk, a 10-second walk from your house. Test the product that you're going to bet your life on. Whether you're just going to do it to see if you have an easy time camping, or if you're going to literally try to save your life with it. You need to test it before you go out. So I think it's probably a good idea for you to get out there and play with your gear. Hey, do me a favor, down below, leave a comment on what your favorite fire starter is. I'm going to do lots and lots of these videos, and I want to hear what your all-time favorite is. If you like these type of videos, please do me a favor, like, share, comment, and if you haven't, subscribe. Thanks, be safe, and be good.